Napakabigat na akusasyon. Alam mo, Colonel Espinido, you are accusing the PNP organization for being the biggest crime group. This is a very serious accusation. Can you please give us some details of your experience? Ba't mo nasabi na biggest crime group ang PNP natin? Alam mo, napakahalaga ng kasagutan mo. Hindi lamang kami sa bulwagang ito ang nakikinig at dapat magpaliwanag ka, kundi sa buong Pilipinas. Dahil ang organisasyon na ito ang sinasandalan, hindi lang naman congressman, kundi ng lahat ng tao dito sa Pilipinas. Napakabigat ng iyong statement dito, kapag ito ay totoo, saan pa sasandal ang mga ordinaryong tao?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, not all, as I've said, na yung institusyon ng PNP is maganda. But the member of the PNP itself, yun lang ang problema. Sa experience ko sa drug on war for the previous administration, Your Honor.
Colonel Espinido, dun sa paragraph 31, sinabi mo na may mission was for the drug suspects to surrender so they could be rehabilitated. Nobody died during your stints in Albuera and Bacolod. Pero, nangyari ba yan? Yung mission mo na yan?
Yes, Your Honors.
Nangyari yan. Pero kanina, may mga pictures ako sa bahay. Sa bahay lang ng dating mayor, 6 na agad ang namatay.
Your Honors, Mr. Chair, about sa illegal possession of firearms ang nangyari sa bahay ni Mayor, yung mga security nila na fully armed group, fully armed, din na-encounter namin for the, came from the information sa nahuli din namin na nagsasabi na may mga security ang mayor na ganun yon sila karami. So, as police, chief of police of Albuera, pinuntahan kaagad namin yon, hindi sa drugs, Your Honor, kundi sa baril. So, ang operasyon na yon, hindi sa illegal drugs, kundi hindi sa lost firearms, Your Honors.
Pero dun sa mga reports, kakambal yun ng illegal drugs. But anyway, Mr. Chair, ang huling tanong ko kay Colonel Espinido, dun sa paragraph 25, sinabi mo na sa huling salita mo dito, I was already morally convinced I had to implement Chief Bato's direct order, which is to eliminate them. Pwede bang paliwanag mo sa amin? How did you implement Chief Bato's order?
True to the search warrant, Your Honor, investigation, then confirmation, validation of the so-called proliferation of illegal drugs in that area. Then after we apprehended for more than 100 just to inform na mayroon talaga drugs, mayroon baril, at even Mayor Paruhinog nagsasabi na mag-surrender siya for 3 times, Your Honor, mag-surrender siya ng baril pero hindi natuloy. Kasi ang kausap ko at the time, magdating ako ang asawa, ang anak. True sa search warrant, Your Honor, na ginawa ng province, kasi yun na ang province ang head ng police station, we found out na may mga baril si Mayor Paruhinog. Simultaneously, na-implement natin yung search warrant.
Kindly wrap up, Congressman Pascual.
Yes, I have one last question, Mr. Chair. Ang tanong ko, paano mong in-implement yung order ni Chief Bato to eliminate them? Paano mong nasabi? Kasi morally convinced ka. Kapag morally convinced tayo, ibig sabihin, pati konsensya natin, kasama natin sa misyon o trabaho na yon. Paano mo nasabi na in-implement mo yung order ni General Bato?
The result of the the implementation of search warrant, Your Honors.
Alright, the result of the implementation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung sila ba ay nabuhay, sila ba ay nakakulong ngayon, do you think masasabi mo na sumunod ka sa order ni Chief Bato? Do you think masasabi mo na na-accomplish mo dahil morally convinced ka na doon sa iyong desisyon na yon?
Yes, Your Honors, kagaya ng Albuera. Buhay man sila, lahat. Si Mayor at saka yung mga bodyguard niya, buhay man sila lahat. Accomplice din.
Accomplish din.
Yeah, sa akin, Your Honors.
O sige. Mr. Chair, marami pa po ang katanungan mamaya kay Colonel Espinido. Doon na lang sa ating executive. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Pascual. For his short manifestation, Congressman Roman Romulo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Colonel Espinido, hindi ko na po hahabaan dahil ang importante yung executive session. Pero gusto ko lang ma-point out sa affidavit po na binigay ninyo, meron talagang 3 paragraph dito na talagang sinasabi po natin o tinutukoy nyo kung sino talaga ang problema eh. Pag binasa, ang dami na po nagsabi, yung section 34 ninyo. From my experience, I can say that PNP is the biggest crime group in the country. Pero dapat po, basahin rin po yan. Kasama ng section 38, paragraph 38 po, ng sarili nyong affidavit. Sinabi nyo rin, when Duterte became president, these RDs and PDs pointed to their own bagmen when asked about police personnel involved in the illegal drug trade. Parang sinasabi po ninyo, pagtapos yung sinabi sa 34 na PNP ang pinakamalaki na crime group, sinabi ninyo, dun mismo sa PNP, sila mismo tinukoy nila, sarili nila na tao para ma-shield yung ginagawa nila. Pag binasa pa po natin yan, kasama ng section 41 o paragraph 41 sa page 7, ang sabi po ninyo, Parahinog's family had the same experience as Melvin Odicta and Kerwin Espinosa. Police elements helped them set up their drug operations. They are the frontmen labeled as drug lords. So lahat po umuwi sa 34 eh. Ang sinasabi po ninyo sa affidavit po ninyo talaga, PNP ang susi sa lahat. Pag na-resolbahan po yung personnel, yung iilan lang naman, sinabi nyo naman kanina, iilan, pag na-resolbahan po yung problema sa mismong PNP, ang drug trade dito, mare-resolbahan rin. But again po, itong statements na ito ay magiging interesting at magkakalaman pag nagkaroon na tayo ng executive session. Kasi siguro, para makagawa rin tayo ng mga recommendations o ng resolusyon, kailangan rin po ay i-substantiate po, lalong-lalo na itong 3 paragraph na ito. Kaya sana po, pagdating natin sa executive section, Colonel Espinido, ay masubstantiate po natin to. Again po, napakalaman po nitong 3 paragraphs na ito. Maraming salamat. Matapang po kayo. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Congressman Romulo.
Thank you.
For his short manifestation as well, Congressman Dan Fernandez is recognized, and then Congressman Paduano, and then to recap, before we proceed with another witness, Congressman Acop. So, Congressman
Thank
Fernandez,
you so much,
you're recognized.
Mr. Chair. Mahaba pa po tayo. Meron pa po tayong ilang witnesses that we will be calling in this committee. At ako basically, I will be focusing on the statement that you have delivered a while ago. It was not included in your affidavit, as a matter of fact. Kasi pag tinitingnan ko yung affidavit mo, hindi siya kasama. And I just wanted to find out the veracity of what you have spoken a while ago. Una, sinabi mo kanina that you were a victim of robbery, hold-up, and extortion. Ito yung panahon na bata po kayo, no?
May asawa na ako, Your Honor, sa 1992. 96 ako na police, 1992 nangyari, 91, 92.
So hindi pa po kayo police nang mangyari po ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you confirm that yun po kayo naging victim at pangarap nyo po na maging isang mabuting police. Am I right?
Yes,
Correct?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
At 12 taon po kayo naging patrolman. Wala po sa mga affidavit nyo to eh. And that's the reason why I wanted to verify. 12 years kayo naging patrolman.
Yes,
At sa
Mr.
pagiging
Chair.
patrolman nyo, 12 taon kayo naging isang mabuting police. And as a matter of fact, ay wala kayong natamo na anumang promotion. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At sinasabi po ninyo na noong 2014 to 2015, which is not also included in your affidavit, ay meron kayong 60 to 70 pushers na na-apprehend. At isa lamang doon ang namatay noong 2014 to 2015. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Yung 2014 to 2015, saan kayo naka-assign at ano po ang rango nyo during that time?
Major, Your Honors, Mr. Chair, na-assign
Major.
ako as Chief ng Regional Anti-Illegal Drugs Special Operation Task Group ng Police Regional Office 8.
And in spite that you have apprehended 60 to 70 pushers, there was no promotion that was given to you.
Yes, Your Honors.
Okay. So, noong 2016, dumating na ang panahon ni Duterte, you were called, no? Natawagan po kayo. At ang order sa inyo, ma-disband po yan. Yung Espinosa Group. This was ordered by then General Bato. Am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At during that time that you were assigned, di ba? You implemented the apprehension of these personalities without shedding any blood.
Yes,
Am I correct?
Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair.
And the custody of that personalities, Mayor Espinosa, was transferred to the provincial jail.
Jail.
Am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So in other words, nawala na yung jurisdiction sa iyo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then, he was killed inside the jail.
Yes, Mr.
Am I
Chair.
correct? Okay. Then after that, pumunta kay si Kerbin Espinosa was invited sa Senate.
Yes,
Ito,
Mr.
according
Chair.
sa sinasabi mo kanina,
Yes.
at nung nandun na kayo, nasa Senate na siya, sinabi mo kanina, sa Senado, bago magsalita, isang araw, bago magsalita si Kerbin Espinosa doon, a day before, kausap niya si General Bato. Is this correct? Ano po ang sinabi ni, if you have the knowledge, kung kinausap si Espinosa ni General Bato during the Senate investigation?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, si Kirwin is under custody sa office ni Police Colonel Albert Pero at the time, directed to Chief PNP Bato. Sila ang magsama.
So, ang ibig mo sabihin, si Kerbin Espinosa during the time, kasama ni then General Bato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At dito, dito na pumasok yung sinasabing involvement mo sa Malaysia drug trafficking.
Ang Malaysian drug trafficking involvement, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, is right after disband natin naman yung Paruhino groups.
So hindi pa pumapasok dito. So, pero si Colonel Paro that you mentioned kanina din, kinonfirm na binibigyan ka ng 20,000 per month
Yes,
para
Mr.
doon
Chair.
sa drugs.
Yes,
Hindi ito
Mr. Chair.
during the investigation of Kevin Espinosa.
During the investigation of Kerwin Espinosa, Your Honors, Mr. Chair.
So nakita kayo ni Colonel Paro,
Pero, Your Honor,
Pero.
yes,
Pero.
sorry.
So si Colonel Pero, saka kayo, nagkaroon kayo ng confrontation. Am I correct?
Mr. Chair, doon ako at the time kay Chief PNP Bato de la Rosa, nung mag-usap kami, bumila lang lumabas sa cubicle si Colonel Pero na nagsabi na, totoo yun, Job. Kausap ko si Kerwin, galing ako doon sa Abu Dhabi, nahuli natin si Kerwin, nagsabi siya na ikaw, involved ka daw ng 20,000 per month at saka doon ka na-assign sa Davao.
So in other words, Mr. Chairman, wala kang history that kapag na-assign kayo sa isang area, nagkakaroon ng maraming patayan. As a matter of fact, mayroon kasi sinasabi dito, you have arrested 168. Wala rin yun sa affidavit mo, but during that time, sa Osamis, 168 arrested, convicted, siyam lang ang namatay for 2 years.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
This is correct as well.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
So in other words, you're being implicated into a Malaysian trafficking group was started to evolve during your time when you were in Osamis.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And this was perpetrated by whom?
Police Major General Archie Gamboa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So si General Gamboa nagsabi sa iyo that you are involved in a
Malaysian drug trafficking.
and this was translated to an information to the Chief PNP.
Yes.
And
Your
then
Honor.
afterwards, nakarating kay former President Duterte.
Ako na ang nagsabi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kay President. Galing ako kay office ni General Gamboa, pinapapunta na ako sa Malacanang
Yes.
At nag-take advantage ako, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na magsalita sa kanya na ako, sir, ganito.
Yes, kanina sinabi mo yun. I agree with that. You were called by President Digong at sinabi sa iyo ni Digong kung bakit, tinatanong mo si Digong kung bakit kasama ka doon sa drug list. Will you
Yes.
confirm that there are two drug lists during that time? One coming from Pidea and one coming from the President.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang PRRD's list, that is came from the intelligence community na join sila meeting to probe kung sino itong nasa list or exclusion, inclusion, sino i-approve to para mabigay kay Presidente, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, parang kuha na lahat, parang lahat na confirm na from any or different intelligence community, nagsasabi na okay na to, ito talaga ang list ng PRRD's list, kuha na confirm na ito from the law enforcement.
So those are the second drug watch list that been hold by the then President PRRD, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so yung pagpunta mo sa Asamis, can you consider that as a death trap?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And can you consider yourself as a poster boy?
Hindi siguro, Your Honor, Mr.
Hindi,
Chair,
what I'm
sorry.
trying to say is this, kasi during that time of your 2014 to 2016, wala ka pa halos na sa mga operation mo, lessen yung mga namamatay di ba? But still, dito, sa mga assignment mo, sa Albuera, sa Osamis, wala rin na namatay or halos walang namatay. But being implicated in drug trafficking, for you to do something, tingin mo ito ang paraan para kumilos ka?
Hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Sa definition lang siguro nila yung poster boy.
Okay. So lastly, ito na itatanong ko sa iyo, Colonel. Light Colonel ka lang, ano?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
So
Chair.
after all the accomplishment that you have, Light Colonel lang ang naabot mo. Hindi ka na umabot ng full Colonel.
Hindi na, Your Honor.
Okay. So, sinabi mo kanina, walang drug lord kung walang pahintulit ng polis. Di ba? Walang parahinog kung walang pahintulot ang mga polis. This is a general statement. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you agree with me that dapat ang sabihin natin, walang drug lord kung walang masama at mga namumunong mga pulis.
Yes.
At walang mga
A big
parahinog, walang mga drug lords kung walang pahintulot ang mga masama at mga kurakot ng mga pulis.
Yes. Your
Ayun,
Honor.
yun ang tamang statement.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chairman,
Thank you.
maraming po salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you for that short manifestation, Congressman Fernandez. The next to interpolate is Congressman Paduano. You're
Thank you,
recognized.
Mr. Chairman. This is not a manifestation, but rather an interpolation. Pabilisan lang po, kasi you mentioned about Bacolod City, you mentioned about Lilo, Negros Oriental. But before I go to that topic, kasi it was asked by Congresswoman Nograles and some of the members of this committee with regards to bagmen, pera-pera. Okay? Now, ang tanong po, saan po nanggagaling yung pera? Sino nagbibigay ng pera?
Sa amin,
Sa police, from the police.
sa akin naman, Your Honor, yung mga LGU, yung sinabi ko nga, na LGU ang nagbigay ng
So,
reward.
kailanman hindi ka nakatanggap ng pera galing sa police with that reward?
For reward, Your Honor, came from the police, hindi ako nakatanggap.
Sigurado ka?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you know, because the name Colonel Leonardo and Light Colonel retired, Garma was mentioned in the previous hearing by one of the PDL witness. Do you know personally Lieutenant Colonel Garma and retired Colonel Leonardo?
Si Sir Leonardo, sir, hindi ko alam. Pero si Ma'am Garma, nakilala ko kasi naging chief of police yan ng Cebu City, Your Honors.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I think some of the resource person that we have invited are sitting at the back. So can we ask them to sit in front, Mr. Chairman, so that we can prepare for the next witness, and maybe some question will be raised from this representation, sa kay Colonel Espinido po.
Congressman Paduano, may I know who among our resource
Colonel
persons?
Leonardo, because I mentioned him.
Colonel Leonardo, are you present? Can you please...
Lieutenant Colonel Garma.
Colonel Garma, are you present?
Wala. Yung Narsoles.
Colonel Leonardo, can you occupy the seat beside the lawyer of Colonel Espinido? Colonel Garma, is she present? Rohina Garma, she's not present. Superintendent Padilla, are you present? Can you please occupy the seat beside Colonel Leonardo? Who else? Congressman Paduano?
Mr. Chairman, as of now, sila lang po muna. Unless otherwise, name will crop up, then we will ask the invited guest or resource person to be seated in the front, Mr. Chairman. Now, can I proceed, Mr. Chairman?
Please proceed.
To Colonel Espinido through the chairman. So you never have any interaction or meetings with Colonel Leonardo?
Hindi ko, sir, na. Ngayon ko pa na, para nakikita si sir.
You just met Colonel Leonardo?
Ngayon lang siguro, sir.
Okay. Yung unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, si Light Colonel Rowena Garma, retired, is not present, no? But, Mr. Chairman, before I forgot, I move that we issue a show cause order for retired Light Colonel, former PCSO GM, Rowena Garma, Mr. Chairman. So move.
There is a motion to issue a show cause order for Lieutenant Colonel Garma, Rohina Garma, duly seconded. And hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Anyway, Colonel Espinido, I will not ask you anymore about retired Colonel Garma because she's not present in the hearing. Mas maganda po nandito siya, di ba? Para at least masagot niya yung mga katanungan ko at katanungan ko sa iyo. Okay? So, maybe in the next hearing. Now, let me proceed with
Can we take the oath of, Mr. Chairman, first, the Napolcom Commissioner Leopoldo, Adibelto Leopoldo, and
Comsec,
Superintendent Padilla, please.
please administer the oath of our resource persons.
Please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So help you God. Thank you.
Please proceed, Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman. Again, for Colonel Espinido to the chair. Colonel, you mentioned about Mayor Navarro. Is Mayor Navarro still the mayor of... Is she alive? Is still the mayor? Is it... You don't know,
Hindi na, Your Honor, hindi na siya mayor ngayon.
But he's still... Where?
Mayor Navarro.
Because...
He died, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, namatay daw, sabi ni Attorney Fernandez. Namatay na ngayon, oh.
Mr. Chairman, just for confirmation, may we ask the COMSEC to secure a death certificate for Mayor Navarro? Because the statement coming from Colonel Espinido implicating and quoting Mayor Navarro, Senator Bongo, in your statement kanina, di ba? Hindi ka kasi, wala kang direct knowledge doon, di ba?
Yes,
It's Mayor
Your Honor,
Navarro
Mr.
that told you na quoting Senator Bongo. Tama
Yes, Your
po?
Honor, Mr.
So,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the COMSEC be directed to secure a death certificate just to confirm that indeed Mayor Navarro is already dead. So, move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to direct the COMSEC to secure a death certificate of Mayor Navarro. Duly seconded, hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Chairman, can I proceed? Now, Colonel Espinido, you were assigned when you were assigned in Bacolod City, for a few months, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, you resigned in Bacolod City. That was the time when then Colonel Ebriu was relieved.
Yes.
Okay.
Your
Now, okay. Bago ako pumunta doon, because that was a very special assignment for you as just a lieutenant colonel the time. Because alam po natin, the lowest rank that should be assigned in Bacolod City that time, because that is a highly urbanized city, is full colonel. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, who assigned you? Kasi usually, ang mag-assign lang for the city director is the regional office. Tama? So, assigned yun in Bacolod City that time.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Ang nag-assign sa akin si President, narinig man natin sa pronouncement niya na i-assign ako sa Bacolod. But properly, documentation came from regional Chief PNP kay
GPNP because of the Section 36, yung reassignment and the assignment.
Yes.
Tama?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, of course, it's the President that announced that Espinido will be assigned, blah, 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 in Bacolod City. But, of course, properly executed on Senator Bato by executing Section 26, tama?
Yes.
Okay, now, before going to Bacolod, you pass by Iloilo.
Yes,
Oh,
Mr. Chair.
Anyway, ito yung nangyari doon sa Iloilo, Colonel Espinido. Nagka-problema doon yung family ni Mayor Mabilog, especially the wife. Because on the day that you were assigned there, kaagad-agad the following day, lumipad papuntang Japan yung asawa ni Mabilog. Because Mabilog the time was in Japan because of an official engagement. No? So, nag-travel doon. Alam mo bakit? He traveled to Japan and then never go back in the country. Dumiretso sa Canada because they are afraid of you. Because a lot of rumors and statements from Grapevine that your assignment in Iloilo City is to eliminate drugs, drug syndicate, and that includes the name of Mayor Mabilog. Now, question, what is really your assignment during the time? Why you pass by Iloilo? Because your assignment at the time is in Bacolod City.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, naggawa ako ng investigation sa Iloilo and really I found out na hindi from Iloilo yung source ng drugs, from Bacolod. Kaya pagkatapos sa Iloilo, pinapunta na ako ng Bacolod, Your Honor,
Oh,
Mr. Chair.
but your assignment is in Bacolod City, not in Iloilo. Who gives you the authority to investigate in Iloilo? And going to your assignment which is Bacolod City.
The regional director, Your Honors,
Regional Director of Region 6.
Region 6,
And who
Your
is that Regional Director that time?
in the person of Brigadier General Rene Pamuspusan, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, si General Pamuspusan that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, from Iloilo, you stayed in Iloilo for how many days?
2 months, Your Honor, if I'm not forgotten, 2 months.
What is your official assignment in Iloilo for staying for 2 months? Because your order is for Bacolod City to be the OIC.
Assignment, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I have no document that designated me as to assign, but only the verbal instruction na job. Imbestigahan mo dito, job.
So that is only a verbal instruction? Is it usual to the PNP to give verbal instructions without any document?
Done, Your Honor, but as a junior officer, it will comply. Ganun lang talaga.
Follow the chain of command?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, anyway. Mr. Chairman, kaya binanggit ko yon because that statement of Colonel Espinido only confirmed that indeed he was in Iloilo at saka sinabi ko rin na dahil kaya nandun siya is to investigate but it frightens and threatens the life of the former Mayor Mabilog. That's why ako, Mr. Chairman, in open and public statement, that was a statement coming from the former President, nung he berated then Mayor Jed Mabilog. That's why if we can do something about it, we can better invite Mayor Mabilog if all the legal procedures will be followed, Mr. Chairman, from this committee, Mr. Chairman. Kasi malaga yung presence din ni Mayor Mabilog just to confirm na indeed pagdating niya, kaya hindi na siya bumalik. No? At the same time, yung statement ni former President Duterte, di ba? Kino-confirm niya yan, di ba? In public.
Yes.
Sinabi niya yan,
Yes,
yung kay Mabilog, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama, okay. Now, let's go to Bacolod City. So, you were assigned because of Section 26. Now, during the time, you mentioned kanina about a certain elected public official that was delisted through yung PRD list. PRD list. Okay. Kasi, with due respect to Colonel Espinido, he cannot really determine whether the PRD list and the PDL list is just the same. Because I talk also to the media, it's so different. And until now, the PRD list still exists, and the PDL list still exists. And they cannot validate the PRD list because of question of legal procedures that should be followed. Anyway, I just want to make it on record, Mr. Chairman, that Colonel Espinido is not in sorry po, you're not in a position to conclude that the PRD list and the PDL list is one and the same. Okay? Now, you mentioned about a councilor or an elected official that was in the list. Is it Councilor Kanotan? Kasi you mentioned about the resort and everything. Because Kanotan, former Councilor Kanotan, was the owner of Camp West 1, Highland Resort, in Bacolod City. You confirm?
You mentioned that, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Yun ang sinabi ko.
Okay. So, but before you assign in Bacolod City, this is a parochial, Chairman, no? I hope maintindihan ng mga members dito. This is a parochial, but ito po kasi, it only shows that this is the policy of the President. Because Kanotan, do you confirm that he was ambushed, but fortunately, he survived?
Hindi ko narinig yun, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na naambos.
Or not, why Colonel Ebrio was, in your own knowledge, why Colonel Ebrio, the then Chief of Police, was relieved and replaced by you? Though light colonel lang yung rank mo.
Actually, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na-assign ako doon as Deputy City Director for Operation lang.
Who is the Chief of Police that time?
Si Vinyas, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Vinyas.
Colonel Binyas?
Yes.
Yung Binyas na, who is now,
Attorney.
saan siya na kayo na-assign?
Hindi ko ngayon siya alam, Your Honor. Basta abogado yun siya na Colonel, na siya ang City Director ng Bacolod.
Anyway, okay. Now, ganito po, Colonel Espinido, you were assigned Bacolod City, and you recommend the delisting of the name of Kanotan because sabi mo nga kanina, that is all political motivated.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama?
Yes,
Ikaw
Your Honor.
nag-recommend.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, sinong kinausap mo for the name of former Councilor Kanotan to be delisted?
May mga operatives ako sa I'm not only Deputy City Director for Operation, Your Honor, in Bacolod. At the same time, head ng City Anti-Narcotics Unit ng Bacolod. So
Ikaw?
yung mga yes, Your Honor. So yung mga operatives ko ang nag-recommend na, sir, sinali lang ito, ganun. So gawa ng result, binigay sinabi ko kay President.
So that is documented.
For the time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi documented yun kasi usap-usap lang kami ni Presidente.
Anyway, ganon yun, Mr. Chairman. I just want to establish na yung PRRD list, ganon lang kabilis. Maybe we have to check because PDEA, we have to check it. DLG, we have to check it because ganon lang kabilis na pwedeng tanggalin without proper documentation. Di ba? While ordinary people allegedly involved in drugs, napakahirap po ng process nun.
Yes.
From the barangay to the city or municipality, province, region, and go to the national. Napakabilis po yung delisting na ginawa kay Mr. Ka. I am not saying that I am against that delisting for Kanotan. What I am saying is the process, how he was delisted, ganun lang kabilis. And I do believe na yung mga PRRD list is also a problem. If that is that fast, that Kanotan was delisted, magdududa na po tayo na yung paglalagay doon sa PRRD list, medyo napakabilis din. Tama?
I am with you, Mr. Chair.
So you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, from Bacolod City, bakit ka nirelieve doon tapos Negros Oriental na naman yung mission mo?
Bacolod City, Your Honor, na kuha natin yung mga elected officials and there is one involved nga ng PDEA, member ng PDEA, going to ang investigation kasi, Your Honor, pag makuha mo yung mga poser, sila na magsabi kung saan galing yung source ng drugs. So, kung susundan mo yun palagi, going to drug lord na talaga yon. So, marami ang paraan na para makuha natin yung drug lord. Kung mamatay yung mga user poser, wala ka nang makapagsabi yung statement mo na madirekta mo sa drug lord kasi sila ang magsasabi. Going na nandoon na nahuli natin na ang poser palagi from Negros Oriental dalhin sa Bacolod, yun na ang...
Okay. But is that an official again? Or an order coming from General Bato? Na yung pagpasok mo doon sa Negros Oriental?
Yung investigation Your Honor na result, sa akin na yun talaga na ako na nagsabi na yung drugs.
Hindi, kaya nga ang tinatanong kita, is that an official function of yours?
Yes,
During the
sir.
time that you are the deputy for operation?
Yes, Your Honor. As also a chief of anti-narcotics drugs in city.
Pero pumasok ka na sa Negros Oriental.
Dito lang ako banda, Your Honor, sa Bacolod lang talaga. Pero ang information revealed that came from...
So you never went to Negros Oriental?
None yet.
Okay, ganito lang po. Balikan ko lang po yung nangyari kay Kanutan. Fortunately, nabuhay. Okay, but you said you're not familiar with that.
Yes, sir.
But eto lang ito theory, no? Kaya kayo nasign doon because during in one occasion in Bacolod City, right after Kanutan was ambush. Fortunately, he survived. Because he is the council of Bacolod City, then Colonel Ebrio sent PNP personnel to secure at Riverside Hospital. Kasi elected public official siya eh. Doon nagalit po si Presidente at saka si Senator Bato. Bakit daw binigyan ng security ang isang nasa drug list? HPT pa. High value target pa. And later on, sabi mo nga, through your recommendation, without proper documentation, dinilist.
Yes.
Now, alam mo ba yun, na Colonel Eberio during that activity, you were not assigned yet in Bacolod City. Pero alam mo ba yun, na his name was mentioned by the President, pinagalitan, di nga alam siguro ng Presidente, nandun sa loob ng El Fisher Hotel.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, alam mo yun?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you confirm. Okay, now, Mr. Chairman, with that, since it is not only me that is interested, or maybe the whole committee is interested to the presence of former Chief of Police of Bacolod City, Colonel Ebrio. Now, I think he's now a one-star general or two-star. I do not know.
Parang, sir.
I never seen him or communicated with him after that incident when he was relieved. Mr. Chairman, I move that we will invite to shed light and to testify in this investigation, former Colonel Ebrio, in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman, to shed light with regards to the relief order that was given to him during that incident in Bacolod City. Because, Mr. Chairman, just to add, because Colonel Espinido confirmed to me na narinig niya through the grapevine na kaya ni-relieve si Colonel Ebrio because nagalit si Senator Bato, now Senator Bato, and President Duterte kay Ebrio because of giving protection to a security escort to the former Councilor Kanutan, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion as stated, duly seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried. Comsec, please take